obviously Friday night was a very difficult one for us, and not only just because they hit a 75-footer at the buzzer in overtime, but just so many opportunities to close the game out where things didn't bounce our way, or a call that could have potentially been made that wasn't, or a play we just didn't quite make. And so just a lot of things to take away from that. It's one of those things where those plays just play through your mind over and over again. So I was really worried about how the guys would come back on Saturday. It was a very difficult sort of response, and they came out with great energy and focus and played great, and we were really able to separate in the second half and pull away from a very talented Christian team. And so all in all, I think we're growing and we're getting better, and I think we're highly motivated for the next phase. We're halfway through the conference season now, and I think we all believe we're the best team, and we're going to have an opportunity here to prove that down the stretch.
And then looking at that second half of the season, you open up with some key road games in Colorado School of Mines, who's a longtime rival, and then an undefeated Regis team. What's the kind of practice plan this weekend? What is the goal for this weekend?
Yeah, obviously we got to go and play our best basketball to win on the road. We've had great games with Mines, and recently the last 2 years we've kind of got the better of that, and they pretty much accomplished everything you can accomplish last year except get us. So they'll be ready to go, and we'll have to be at our best to win. And they played their best game of the season this past Saturday against South Dakota Mines, going up there shorthanded and winning by 30. So they're really playing well, and their freshmen, their young post players are coming along, and then they obviously have dominant guard play that's very veteran, and so that'll be a huge challenge. And then Regis kind of has the same crew as last year, and when we faced them last year, like, how is this team not winning more games? They're really good. They just lost a lot of close games last year, and this year they've won a lot of close games, but talented guard play and physical up front, and so both games will create real challenges for us, and so we're excited about the opportunity.
Not to open up old wounds for you guys, but we talked about adversity a lot and overcoming adversity with the whole COVID season, but what was kind of the mentality after Friday and leading into Saturday from a player perspective?
I mean, after the game, we were all very distraught, and Coach said it best. He challenged us to come back with just as much energy, and it'll show what type of team we are on how we react to adversity like that. And I think we all took it upon ourselves to come with energy, even though it was tough to do. Come with energy, focus, and just wanting to prove to ourselves and to everyone that even through adversity, we're still going to give it our best.
Yeah, obviously we didn't get the win, but it's a long season, and we know that we hopefully can play them later in the RMAC tournament. So just keeping staying the course and just continuing to just work hard, play hard.
Open up for questions.
Trevor, Offensive Player of the Week. What does that mean to you?
Jared said it last week. It's really a team honor. I'm very happy that it happened, and very blessed. But I mean, it wouldn't have happened without my teammates. They all passed me the ball. They probably got most of the scout because they're so talented and so capable of everything that I kind of just got lucky, maybe. I mean, it shows how deep the team we are, because it can go from Jared scoring all the points 1 week to Reece to me to Isaac. I mean, 1 through 10, everyone can score. So just got fortunate this week, I guess.
And Coach, we kind of talked about it last week, but 8 men on the bench kind of thing. And you mentioned that it's kind of forced you to change the way that you coach. Can you cite some specific examples how you kind of changed your coaching style on the bench with a short bench?
Well, I've always liked being kind of too deep at every position, so we always start every year with that, and then we slowly sort of whittle our rotation down. And a lot of times by the time you get to the conference tournament, maybe you're playing a rotation of 7 or 8 guys. And one of the things about this group is that we could play big, we could play small, we could play all these different ways when we were at full strength, but then we didn't really have an identity either. And so guys were really kind of struggling to figure out this is how we need to play to be successful when we had all these different combinations on the floor. So having that reduction of possibilities has really allowed us to fine tune, this is what this group's really good at. So we've been able to say, okay, when Mac and Trevor are in the game, this is how we want to attack. when Jared's playing the 4, excuse me, that's with a 4-guard lineup, we can attack this way, and it's just allowed to make the game a little simpler for us. And because we do have good players at every position, it is very difficult for our opponents just to take everything away. And the simplification of what we're doing has made it easier for the players to just be able to attack what teams are giving us. And I think that was most evident against Christian. When they played their bigs, we were really able to isolate them and get Trevor open on the perimeter against their bigs, and he could attack them off the dribble. When they went small, we could pound it inside. And, we just really were able to hone in on that in the second half and attack those matchups in a way that was really productive for us.
And it kind of feels like, maybe not, this might be an amateur question, but like it feels like now is the time that you can use a little bit more time at home. Are you guys excited to go on the road and kind of go out there and prove yourself this week?
Yeah, I think it's a good bounce back weekend. It's obviously great opponents, so definitely excited.
Yeah, I mean, whenever we go on the road, we always like the challenge of going to an opposing team's gym and trying to upset all their home fans. So it's definitely a good feeling to get on the road. We obviously love being at home, but we also love going and facing the challenge away. Especially, I guess, we're both coming home to Denver, so it's also home away from home.
All right, question of the week. We'll go with, who's the pickiest eater on the team?
Blaze. He won't get anything that's not, he doesn't like just the most random things. He won't try new things. He'll have eggs and rice every morning. He won't try any new type of meal. I'm a close second, but definitely Blaze, I think.
I would have to reiterate Blaze. Blaze really, he lost all that weight this summer, and he really cleaned up his diet, but he just doesn't eat very many things. And so, like, if he can't get exactly what he's used to eating, he eats very little. And so we had to have an intervention with him on the road. We had to go and explain how many calories he was taking in and how many he was eating. And so hopefully we had a little bit of a breakthrough there. But he's very limited in what he's willing to eat.
Yeah, to agree, Blaze. I have a funny story. We were at Los Albertos down the road here, and he liked Christian Speller's quesadilla. And he goes up, he's like, I don't like cheese though, so can I get the quesadilla without cheese and some rice? And I looked at him like, Blaze, that's what a quesadilla is, it's cheese, so Blaze.